Hello all, my name is Saurav Kumar and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to learn about AI ML and that is a data science thing. So, if you see the interrelationship between AI and ML, then you will find out that AI is the bigger subset. Inside AI, there is machine learning and deep learning. That is, machine learning is the subset of AI, that is artificial intelligence, and deep learning is the subset of machine learning. So AI is something, any technique that enables the computer to mimic human intelligence. That is whatever human used to do, their decision making thing or anything which human can do, the machine can mimic the same thing. So that's the AI. AI thing is all about. So machine learning is actually a subset of AI that includes, some statistical technique. Machine learning focuses on the development of computer programs that can access data and use it to learn from themselves. So in this machine learning, there is inside machine learning there is deep learning. So deep learning is the subset of machine learning. So it's composed of several tasks like speech recognition, image recognition, multi-layer perceptrons. So mainly deep learning we used when you have a huge amount of data. In that case, we used to have deep learning. So if you go to the next slide, why? So in this slide is a graph between the data size and the model performance. So if you see this red graph which is on the top, it's a deep learning graphs. So if you see if the data size is getting increased, then the model performance or accuracy is also increasing. And this blue one is a medium-sized neural network. This is blue color is small neural network, and the small one, last one is a traditional ML. So deep learning is uh, is the most efficient, or you can say it's provide the most accurate result because of data size. The data size is has got increased nowadays because of the mobile because of the data the user generate by browsing the social media through their mobile application, the IoT, which gives the data from the sensors. So this there are millions and billions of data used to generate every day. So if you so because of this increase in data size, we used to go used to go with deep learning. So this slide is all about types of machine learning. So machine learning are mainly three kind of, that is supervised machine learning, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. So in supervised learning, I basically have two types: classification and regression. So and classification is basically we used to have the kind of scenario where we have to predict between two cases. That is uh, that is for example is image detection, identity detection fraud. That is something, some activity is fraud or not. You know, on some diagnostics, which is patient is having cancer or not. So like this kind of scenario we used to learn in classification. This is the regression. Regression is a part of supervised learning in which we used to forecast. We used to forecast the stock prices, or you can say weather forecasting. So this is used in that. So another thing is the another type of machine learning is unsupervised learning. So it is having two types, that is clustering and demonstrated regression. We will go into details once we'll progress through its courses in the next videos. And third one is the reinforcement learning. The example of AI game AI. If you, for example, if you remember that Google AlphaGo is a kind of reinforcement learning algorithm. uh, so navigation, real-time decisions, these all are about of these all are kind of reinforcement learning examples. If you go to the third slide, this is the same thing which we discussed in the previous slide. the example of supervised learning and unsupervised machine learning. So it's machine learning having two types, supervised and unsupervised. Supervised is having classification, regression. So classification types are basically logistic regression, decision tree, and deep learning. And regression, deep learning is a different thing, but here is in deep learning we can also do classification. For the deep learning, we will I will make a separate video for that. And this regression is this linear regression where we used to see the best fit line in the graph between x and y. And this is unsupervised learning, clustering. That K means clustering. In deep learning, we have also this kind of clustering. So basic thing is in supervised learning, we have a target variable. That is, we have to predict any data. Is no In unsupervised learning there is no target variable. So the clustering means we used to group nearby objects in the same frame. Like if you for example, uh, maybe if you take an example of galaxies where you have to merge the stars, which are dwarf stars or dead stars, and some stars which are having a newborn star. So by seeing their lights, the amount of light they are generating, so you can cluster those lights and you cluster those stars using those lights. So this example of clustering. So next is the slide about data science domain. So data science is composed of some few domains. And it's not few domains. We have a lot of domains are involved in it. So in data science, there is a computer science. So of course, we have to do the programming. Then machine learning, mathematics, and domain expertise. Domain expertise means if you for domain expertise is where it's very necessary if you want to go into this field, because this domain expertise will help you to analyze the data. And then there is statistical research, data processing. These all are part of data science. These are the ideal data scientist skill sets. So if you want to become a data scientist, you have to be possess this kind of skills within you. That is statistic, machine learning, optimization, programming, of course, visualization. That is, if you want to visualize the data, whatever you have done, so you have to be very much effective in this visualization technique, so that you can show the slides or data to the customer, to the client. And this basic knowledge domain that I already discussed, big data programming, as you know already, a lot of zillions and trillions of data generating every day. So this is also a kind of skill. Then it's communication and storytelling also required. So what happens is, whatever programming you are doing, okay, so whatever programming you are doing, the customer or client is not aware of those backend programming, whatever you have done. So these two techniques will help you in this. So if you want to show the result to the customer, you have to first you need to visualize those data using standard tools like Tableau or in TensorFlow. There is a tensor board where you can use to visualize data, and there are so many machine learning libraries like PyPlot or something where you can show those visuals. And communication and storytelling means you have to communicate the result in form of story to the customer by visualizing those data. So these two are very effective. And that's all from my side.